So in addition to the props that you usually use during your yoga practice, 2 yoga blocks are going to be very helpful during this practice. If you don't have yoga blocks, then you can find something similar to yoga blocks, sturdy platforms, and in some cases, the blocks can be substituted for a thickly rolled towel or a thickly rolled small blanket. When you're ready to begin, you're going to start lying down on your back with your legs bent. And you can have your hands wherever. They could be by your side, they could be on your body, connecting with breathing. Beginning to take slow, mindful breaths in and out of your nose. If it's comfortable for your lower back, you could let your knees butterfly open, letting the soles of the feet come together. Taking another long breath in, and then exhaling, you can bring the knees back up and the feet flat. And let's go back and forth. So as you inhale, you can butterfly the knees apart. Exhale, bring the knees back together. Inhale, butterfly them apart. Exhale, the knees come back together. Inhale, butterfly open. And exhale, close. One at a time, you can bring your knees up into your chest now and maybe rock them back and forth, or you can rock side to side on your lower back. And slowly help yourself over to one side and then up into an all fours position. In all fours, moving through cat and cow, arching as you breathe in, rounding your back as you breathe out. Moving through a few more cycles at your own pace. To get the hips and the lower back more involved, we can incorporate child's pose. You can separate your knees, bring the tops of the feet down, and as you continue cat and cow, you can exhale back towards your heels, shifting back. Inhaling up into cow pose. Your knees are just wider apart. And then continue that cycle. Exhaling back. Inhale, rising up. And then the next time you shift back into child's pose, you can settle in and pause there. Breathing in, you can rise back up onto your knees, tucking the toes under, bringing the knees under your hips, and we're going to shift into downward facing dog. Lifting the knees up, pressing through the arms, and you can start to pedal out through your legs to warm up the backs of your thighs and your knees and your ankles. Relaxing through the head and the neck. Looking forward, you can start to walk your feet up towards the top of your mat into your first standing forward fold, bending the knees, relaxing the chest over the upper thighs. Grounding the hands, you can inhale, halfway lift, pulling the heart forward. And we're going to exhale and step the left leg back and drop the left knee down. You're in a low lunge for a moment. Bring both hands to the inside of the right foot or both fists to the inside. As you inhale, you're going to allow your right knee to wing open or butterfly open from your chest. And as you exhale, draw it back in towards your right shoulder. And do that a few times. Breathing in, allowing the right knee to butterfly open. Exhale, draw it back in. One more time. Breathing in, letting the knee butterfly open. Exhale, pull it back in. Grounding through the hands, pressing through the arms, you're going to lift that right knee up. Pause there, and then you're going to breathe in and sweep that right leg back into three-legged downward dog. Exhale, pull the knee back in towards your nose. Breathe in, three-legged downward dog. Exhale, pull the knee in towards the nose. Breathe in, stretch the right leg back and up. Exhale, slowly lower it down beside the left. Breathe in, roll forward, high plank. Drop to the knees, breathing out, half push up all the way to the floor. Breathe in, low cobra. Exhale, lowering down. Breathing in, rising up again, exploring. Exhale, lower. And again, breathing in, rising up. Exhale, turn your head over to the right in high cobra. Breathe into the center. Exhale, turn your nose to the left. Breathe in, look to the center. Exhale, press back into all fours, and then downward facing dog. Breathing in, lifting the right leg in downward dog. Bending the right knee, letting the foot drape over the hip. Exhale, bring that right knee in towards the underarm and then step the right foot forward. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, the left foot steps up beside the right, forward fold. Breathe in halfway. Exhale, the right leg steps back and you drop the right knee down, situating both hands or fists to the inside of the left foot when you get there. When you are situated, you're going to inhale and allow the left knee to open away from the shoulder. Exhale, draw it back in. Everything else stays pretty still. Inhale, open the left knee. Exhale, draw it in. And again, left knee wings open. Exhale, pull it in. Ground the hands wherever's comfortable. Press into the arms, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, lift that left knee up into your nose. Mountain climber, inhale, three-legged dog, left leg stretches up. Exhale, pull the left knee in. Inhale, three-legged dog again. Exhale, pull that left knee in, strong shoulders. Inhale, stretch the left leg high. Exhale, slowly lower into plank position here. Half or full chaturanga push-up, your choice. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in, left leg rises high. Exhale, you're going to bend at the knee for a moment. The foot drapes over towards the hip. And then pull that left knee through. Step forward with the left foot. Breathe in. Get long. Exhale, the right foot steps up beside the left. Forward fold. Rising up into standing. Hands to the hips. Breathe in. Rise all the way up. Exhale, settle into mountain pose, arms by the side. You can take your feet wide, step your feet out, and turn your feet out towards the corners of your mat. Breathe in, sweep the arms high. Exhale, squat down into Malasana, as low as you can go comfortably, and then breathe in, rise up again, reaching up. Exhale, squat low, Malasana. Prayer hands through the center, and then breathe in, sweep the arms up. Exhale, squat low, Malasana. Breathe in, rise all the way up. You can bring the feet back towards mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back and ground it almost like Warrior Two, but you're going to turn towards the left. Let your feet shift with you into Skandasana, side lunge. Breathe in, bend the right leg, straighten the left leg. Skandasana, other side. Inhale through the center, exhale again to the left. Inhale through the center, exhale. You're going to turn back to the front into lunge. Right leg is forward. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, sweep the arms down, ground the palms. Lift that right knee up into your nose. Stretch both feet back into plank behind you. Breathe in, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, right leg rises high. Exhale, pull that right knee in towards the nose. Stepping the foot forward, breathing in, open the heart. Exhale, step the left foot up beside the right, forward fold. Breathe in halfway. Exhale, right foot steps back, Skandasana towards the right. Walk the hands back to the right, right knee bends, left leg extends. Inhale through the center, exhale, other side, left knee bends, right leg extends. Inhale through the middle, exhale, bend to the right side. Inhale through the center, exhale, turn into lunge over the left leg. Drop the knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, lower the arms down. Clasp behind this time. Inhale, open the heart up. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Lift up that back knee. Bring the left foot back beside the right, plank. Shifting forward, breathing in. Exhale, half or full chaturanga. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, left leg rises high. Exhale, stepping that left foot through slowly. Breathe in, open the heart. Exhale, right foot steps up beside the left, forward fold. Breathe in, rising all the way up, sweeping the arms around the body. Exhale, mountain pose, arms by the side. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back, grounding it for Warrior One. Breathing in, rising up, Warrior One. Cactusing the arms, pulling the shoulder blades together. Exhale, pull the arms together in the front, round the back. Breathe in, cactus the arms back, open the chest. Exhale, pull the forearms together. Inhale, pull them together. Exhale, forward. Inhale, pull them back. Exhale, eagle arms in the front, left arm underneath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down to the floor, release the bind. Pause for a moment with your right hand cupped behind your right heel. And then release, palms down, freeing that back heel. Stretch the right leg back beside the left, plank. Half or full chaturanga, breathing out. Breathing in, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathing in, right leg rises high. Bending through the leg. Exhale, pull that right foot all the way forward. Breathing in, getting long through the chest. Exhale, step into Uttanasana. Breathe in halfway. Exhale, right leg steps back into Warrior One. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Cactusing through the arms. Keep them like that. And then exhale, pull the arms forward, round the back. Inhale, opening. Exhale, round forward. Inhale. Exhale, pull forward. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, eagle arms, right arm underneath. Inhale, back bend through the spine. Exhale, release the arms as you come down. Left hand cups the left heel for a moment. And then free the palms, ground them down, step back into plank. Taking your vinyasa of choice or skipping it. Breathing into three-legged dog, left leg rises, bend at the left knee. Exhale, step the left foot forward slowly. Inhale, expand through the heart. Exhale, right foot steps up beside the left, forward fold. Pausing down here for a moment. Breathing in, rising all the way up. Into standing, exhale, fold all the way back down. Pausing for a moment in Uttanasana and then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ground the left foot back behind you for warrior one again. Breathe in, rise up. You can take prayer hands behind the back for a moment, touching the back of your heart. Exhale, bow forward, interlace the hands. Inhale, rise up, opening through the heart. Exhale, humble warrior. Bowing down. Breathe in, rise up, sweep up with the arms. Again, prayer hands behind the back. Exhale. Release the hands down to the floor for a moment. Reach through and underneath that right leg. And then step both feet together behind you into plank. Plank plus, rounding through the back, then back into plank. A few times. You can do this in lieu of a vinyasa, or you can move through a vinyasa back into downward dog. Looking forward in down dog, exhale, hopping or stepping forward. Breathing in halfway, exhale, forward fold. Breathing in, getting long, exhale. Step that right leg back for warrior one, ground the foot, breathe in, rising up. Taking prayer hands for a moment behind the back, touching the heart with the thumbs. Exhale, sweeping the arms behind you, interlacing. Breathing in, opening the heart, hands are clasped. Exhale, humble warrior, bow forward. Breathe in, rise up, release the arms up. Prayer hands behind the back. Exhale, release the arms down for a moment. Reach that left arm underneath your left leg. And then ground both hands. Take your time to come back into plank. And then taking your choice of vinyasa or plank plus a few times. We meet in downward facing dog. Looking forward in down dog, breathing in. Exhale, step or hop forward in between the hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Breathing in, halfway. Coming into a twist now. You can place your right hand or fist in front of the feet and in the middle of them. Bend the right knee more, left hand on your left hip. Breathe in, rotate the heart open to the left. If you'd like, you can keep that left hand on your hip or you can reach up. You could also bind that left arm behind the back. Breathing in, releasing the arm. Exhale, lowering the left hand down. It replaces the right. Left knee bends. Right hand to the right hip. Breathe in, rotate to the right. Choosing what your right hand is going to do. Binding behind or reaching up. Turning your gaze wherever is comfortable. Breathing in, releasing the right arm. Exhale, lowering the right hand down, forward fold. You could take some wrist circles here or Padahastasana, hands under the feet. Stepping into the palms. could bend your elbows and your knees to make it about your wrists. And then releasing the hands if they're under your feet. You can squat down now or find a way to step down, and we're going to lower actually all the way down onto the back. Lying back with the legs bent, you can bring the knees up into your chest. From here, moving into happy baby, which is going to be a shape which will be helpful for a pose later. So you can hold onto the pinky toe edges of your feet, let the knees spread apart like they do for the wide version of child's pose. You can play around there for a moment, bending and straightening the legs alternatively, keeping your lower back pretty grounded on the floor. Then you can release your feet, but keep your knees in your chest. Stretch your hands straight up towards the ceiling, straight above your heart. And practice really lifting your shoulders off the floor by reaching through the hands a few times. Notice how the shoulders lift. And then, of course, you can relax and try again. You're going to inhale down here and then exhale, lift up like a sit-up. Lift your upper back off the floor. Keep reaching with those hands. Relaxing down, inhaling. Exhale, lift up. Sometimes crossing the feet can feel more secure, so you can cross the feet. Inhale, release down. A few more times. Exhale, curl up through your upper back. Inhale, release. Exhale, curling up, pausing. Inhale, release. And then take your hands to your knees. You can shift back and forth a few times. You can outstretch through that left leg straight onto the floor, keeping the right leg bent and pulled into your chest. We're going to take a half twist. Right arm extends out to the right. Left hand is on your right knee, and you can exhale, help that right leg over to the left into a half spinal twist. And then releasing, rolling back to the center, bending both legs and switching. Right leg will extend, left arm will extend out to your left. The right hand is on the left knee, and you exhale, and your right hand helps that left leg over to the right. And then releasing, rolling onto your back, bending both legs. You're going to rock up, and we're going to find our Malasana squat again. So you widen your feet and they're turned out somewhat. You squat down with your hips as low as you can go comfortably. And now let's try a first krama or stage of some arm balances we're going to workshop later. So you can actually lift your hips high, and you're going to look through your legs and attempt to cup your heels like you did in lunge, but both of them this time. Your arms are bent almost like chaturanga. And once you've found that position, you can actually sit back and feel that your arms can create a shelf for your legs. And then release carefully. Release your hands out of that. Come back into your forward fold. And then inhale, we'll rise all the way up into standing. Prayer hands behind the heart for a moment. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Breathing in halfway. Exhale, the left leg steps back. Ground the foot for warrior one. And we're going to inhale, rise all the way up again. Exhale, hands to the hip. Shorten your stance, straighten the front leg. Preparation for pyramid pose. If you'd like, you can bind the hands behind the back in a clasp or reverse prayer. Taking a breath in to prepare. Exhale, folding forward over that front extended leg. You can also release the hands to the floor. And you could practice that bind again, taking the right hand to cup the right heel here. Everybody taking the hands down, looking forward. And we're actually just going to step into Uttanasana at the front of the mat. So all you need to do is step the left foot up beside the right. From there, we're going to find Warrior 3. The right leg is going to stay grounded. The hands can stay down for now. Inhale and extend that left leg up behind you, straight and strong. And if you'd like, you can sweep the arms up too. Exhale, release the hands down, step that left foot back again. Inhale, sweep the right leg back into three-legged downward dog. Exhale, lower into downward dog. Inhale, roll forward plank. Exhale, your choice of chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking forward, breathing in. Exhale, step or hop forward in between the hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right foot steps back, grounds for Warrior 1. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Warrior 1. Exhale, hands on the hips, shorten the stance, straighten the front leg, Pardzavo Tanasana, pyramid pose. If you'd like, you can take a connection behind the back or keep the hands on the hips, breathing and leaning forward. Exhale, bowing down over the left leg. Again, you can keep your bind or release the hands down towards the floor. You could also practice that bind again, taking the left hand behind the left heel. Taking the arms down, stepping that right foot up somewhat, preparing for Warrior 3. Extending that standing left leg, lifting the right leg up behind. Choosing to keep a grounded Warrior 3 or to lift the arms up, reaching them back or forward. Releasing the hands down, step that right foot back where it came from into a lunge. Sweep that left leg back and high, three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, lowering the left foot down, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Softly lower to your knees, and you can step or help that right foot up into a lunge. Get both hands to the inside of that right foot. You can cup the right heel with that right hand. Pausing here as your version of lizard pose, or you could also lower down to your left forearm. And if you choose, the right forearm as well. If you were cupping the right heel, you could also attempt to take that right arm to the outside of the right foot. Taking one more deep breath in. Exhaling, releasing your hands to the inside of the foot. Inhale, extending into Ardha Hanuman, half split. From there, you can take the right leg out to the right. So it's straight. The left leg is still down in a tabletop position. And we're going to take a twist here. You can inhale, open the left arm out to the left. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right, lowering the left shoulder down towards the floor. It's almost like that left hand is reaching for your right foot. The right hand can stay where it was. It could be a pillow underneath your head, or you might reach behind or overhead with it. And then releasing, bringing that right palm down where it was, straightening the right arm, freeing the left. Take that right leg behind you, straight, and lift it up behind you into tabletop. You can cross the right leg over to the left, looking over at it for a side body stretch. Coming back to the center, right knee down, step or help the left foot forward into a lunge. Both hands come to the inside of the left foot. For lizard pose, you can work with your arms straight and maybe cupping the left heel with the left hand. You could start to work lower by coming down to the right elbow. And you could also come down to the left elbow, either releasing it from the heel or you could take it to the outside of the left foot. And then releasing your arm, coming back up, inhaling into Ardha Hanuman for a moment before exhaling and sliding that left leg out to the left. It is straight. The rest of the body's in table. Inhale, the right arm extends to the right. Exhale, it threads underneath for your table twist. Again, you choose where that left hand goes. It could stay where it was. It could reach overhead. It could reach behind you. Taking relaxed, long breaths. And then coming out, left palm is flat, straighten the left arm, free the right. Take that left knee in, extend it out behind you, that left leg, lift it up. And then you're going to stretch that left leg out to the right. The foot touches the floor. Look over your right shoulder at it for a full left side body stretch. Coming back to the center. Both knees down, shifting back into downward facing dog, breathing out. Walking forward towards the top of your mat into Malasana squat. So you walk your feet to the outsides of the hands. Lifting the hips up, reaching the arms back and cupping the heels again like you did before. And then you can sit back so your legs are shelved on your arms. Once you have that stable shelf, you could start to walk your feet towards each other in the front. So for Bhuja Pidasana, the ankles actually cross in the front and lock together. If you do get that, then you might explore pressing your heels forward. You might actually take flight, still shelved on your bent arms. And then to release, uncross your ankles, get your feet down, lift your hips up, free your hands back into your standing forward fold. You can stretch your wrists out, taking an inhale here, and then exhale, step your left foot back and ground the foot for Warrior Two. Inhale, rising up, Warrior Two. Exhaling, settling into place. Inhaling back into Reverse Warrior, Side Warrior. Really light in that back hand, wherever it goes. Exhaling, Side Angle, right forearm on the thigh. Reach over your head with the left arm. Inhale, come back up. Straighten the right leg, turn both feet forward. We're going to take Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged standing forward fold. Inhale, you can create a back bend first, arching back. Exhale, forward fold, slowly through the center. You can drop the hands down if you wish. Also, to facilitate the arm balances we're moving into, you could attempt to walk the hands further back through the legs, really folding in close. Then take the hands back under the heart. Inhale halfway. Exhale, you're going to walk towards the left leg. Let it bend for warrior two. Right foot is grounded. Inhale, warrior two. And then exhale, feel warrior two. Be there. Inhale, side warrior. Reaching back. Exhale, side angle, leaning forward, left elbow on the thigh, reach over the head. Inhale, rise back up, straighten the left leg, turn both feet ahead again. Exhale into goddess squat. Both legs bend. You can take your hands onto your thighs. Sitting low in goddess squat. A few times you can inhale, rise up. Exhale, settle in. Feel how low you can go comfortably. Inhale, rising back up, straight legs, back bending. Exhale, forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana a second time. Pausing there for a moment in that stretch. And then we can use this place to workshop another arm balance. So you can walk your feet closer together now, shortening your stance. Bend your legs back into that Malasana squat position. You're just facing the side of your mat now. You reach through and cup the heels with both hands first, creating that shelf. Lifting the hips can help, and then you settle in. Again, first you could practice Bhuja Pidasana, walking the feet close together, hooking the ankles, creating a lock there, and perhaps really pushing the ankles forward. And then you could release the ankles and practice extending the legs out straight over the arms individually, or perhaps both together. Really, really straighten the legs out. Titibhasana, firefly pose. To release, settle the feet down, lift the hips up, widen your stance back into Prasarita Padottanasana. Next, exhale, turn towards the right leg. Inhaling, lengthening forward. Exhale, step the left foot up beside the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward plank. Exhale, your choice of a push-up. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bending the legs, looking forward. Exhale, you can hop forward and sit down, or you can simply lower to your knees and sit, finding Dandasana, staff pose. Straight legs out in front, arms pressing down into the floor. If you can't reach the floor, then use blocks. Press your hands into the blocks. Straight, long spine. From there, you can bend your right leg in, taking the foot in both hands and kind of cradle that right leg back and forth. From here, we're going to practice making a shelf with the right arm for the right leg. So you can place that right palm on the floor, taking the knee over your elbow there on that side. Both hands are down on the ground or on the blocks. You're going to lean forward and push down. Pressing down, and maybe you can lift your hips off the floor there. Settling back down, taking a break. Again, this will really only work if you lean forward. You lean forward after you have created that shelf. With that right leg over the right upper arm, pressing down, lifting the hips perhaps. Maybe there you could even lift the left leg up, just giving it a try. lowering down carefully, releasing the right leg. You can take a simple fish pose movement, arms behind, lift the heart up before taking the other side. Left leg bends. Take the foot up into the hands, cradle it back and forth. Taking it out towards the left somewhat to help you create that shelf. The left hand is going to come down to the floor. You're going to lean forward as you do that. Yep, and the knee comes over that left upper arm. Again, the hands are planted on the floor, or you could use blocks and you press down. You press the arms straighter into the floor or onto the blocks, lifting the hips up perhaps. Exhaling, inhale, lower down. You could take another attempt too if you'd like. Exhaling to press up. If you can lift the hips up, maybe you can lift that right leg up too. Inhale, settle down, release that left leg. You can bend both legs, opening the heart, reaching the hands back for a moment. You could also release your wrists, taking some simple wrist stretches or circles, because these are strong arm balances we're trying. I also like to massage my forearms sometimes before moving on, just to release the muscles there. Now you can find your 2 blocks or your rolled blankets, whatever you have, and we're going to take a supported back bend. This is fish pose using blocks. You could put the first block underneath your heart and your shoulder blades at the first or second height. And if you want support for your head, you could place that second block or second support underneath the back of the head at the same height or maybe at a higher height. Situate your blocks or your support up first. Make sure everything feels right. The arms can really be anywhere that's comfortable, and you can keep the legs bent if you'd like. Just taking a moment to relax after those strong poses you just did. Taking long, steady, deep breaths, relaxing the front of the body. If it feels better to you, you could also extend the legs out into full supported fish pose. To come up out of this, you can take the hands to the back of the head. Help your head off of the floor or the block. Bend your legs, do a sit-up or a half sit-up, rise up, remove your blocks. And then we're going to roll all the way down onto the back. You can keep one of those blocks handy. You're going to take the block or even a rolled blanket between your upper thighs. Inhale, with bent legs, press your hips up into bridge pose, squeezing the block in between. Take another long, deep breath in. And then exhale, we're going to release down. You can remove the block, just set it aside. Now taking a second bridge, either active or you could use that same support, the block or the rolled blanket, underneath your lower back, underneath your sacrum. So breathe in, rise up, holding active bridge, or put that support underneath there. Staying in active bridge for about 5 breaths if you're not using support, and then exhaling to lower. If you are using a block, then you might consider extending your legs straight, really passively stretching the front of the body on the block. To release, of course, bending the legs, feet flat, lifting off of your support. If you're using it, remove the block, lower all the way back down, exhaling. You can bring the knees up into the chest in your own time. You can roll over onto your left side, cupping the hands behind the back of the head. And let's do a thoracic twist or an upper back twist. Breathe in, open that right elbow back behind you. Exhale, close the arms back together. Breathe in, right elbow opens. Exhale, close everything back together. You can do this a few more times if you'd like, opening, closing, or you might inhale, open to the right, and then just pause there in that twist. And then to release, exhale, come back to your left side, inhale to the middle, and then exhale over to the right. And we'll do the same thing. Hands behind the back of the head, starting to open and close, leading with that left arm. Exhaling to close, inhaling to rotate open. Deciding when you would like to pause in the twist. When you're ready to come out, you can rotate back completely onto your right side, rolling onto your back. And now we will move into our final relaxation pose. If you'd like to use Shavasana for that, then you can extend your legs out from here, completely straight, relaxing the arms by the side. If you prefer some other way of resting, then take a moment to set yourself up for that. When you are in final relaxation, you can take a few breaths to really invite yourself there. Relaxing your entire face. And allowing your breath to be normal and your focus to be soft for a few moments here in final relaxation. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. Maybe start to take some movement in your hands and feet. And then larger kinds of stretches. Slowly helping yourself over to one side if you are in Shavasana, and then up into a seated position. Feel free to stay here in meditation for longer, for a few more minutes. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me for this arm balance focused practice.